And welcome to another reflective episode of The Journey Within, a podcast on self-discovery, reflections, memories, emotions, and moments. And today's episode, I title it Empathy, an Antidote for Entitlement Mentality. Dear self, as I sit here and reflect on the relationships and interactions I've had with people in my life, I can't help but think about the entitlement mentality that seems to be prevalent in some individuals. It's something that I've encountered in friendships, relationships, and even with colleagues at work. I've noticed that some people have an expectation that they deserve special treatment, attention, or resources simply because of who they are or what they believe they bring to the table. We all know people who seem to have an entitled attitude, whether it's in the form of expecting you to always be available to them or thinking that they deserve special treatment or recognition. They seem to think that others owe them something and that it's their right to demand it. It can be really frustrating to deal with this kind of people, especially when it seems like they never take your needs or feelings into consideration. But before we start pointing fingers at others, I think it's important to take a look at ourselves and ask if we've ever exhibited an entitled attitude. Have you ever expected someone to drop everything for you without considering their own schedule or needs? Have you ever assumed that you deserve a promotion or raise without putting in the necessary work or effort? If we are being honest with ourselves, I think we can all admit that we've had moments of entitlement. But the key is to recognize it and work on changing that attitude. It's not easy, but it's necessary if we want to have healthy relationships and succeed in our careers. Reflecting on this, I realized that I've also fallen into the trap of entitlement mentality in the past. There have been times when I've expected more from others than I was willing to give in return. I've taken for granted the kindness and generosity of others, assuming that it was my due. But as I grow and learn, I'm starting to see how toxic this mentality can be. It creates an atmosphere of bitterness and resentment as others start to feel used and undervalued. It's a surefire way to damage relationships. Try to see things from others' perspectives and appreciate what they do for you. And if you find yourself slipping into an entitled mindset, take a step back and remind yourself that you're not entitled to anything or anybody. So, my advice to you there, self, is to let go of the entitlement mentality. Strive to be grateful for what you have and what others have done for you. Approach relationships and interactions with humility, recognizing that you're flawed. We all are flawed human beings who make mistakes and we need help from time to time. By doing this, we can create healthier, more positive relationships built on mutual respect and appreciation. Let's all strive to be humble, empathetic, and grateful. It's not always easy, but it's a mindset that will benefit us all in every area of our lives and help us build better relationships with the people around us. Let's be the change we want to see in this world. This is a reflective letter. This is a letter to self.